The Eucharist, the bread and the wine, which is Christ's body and blood. When we receive Holy Communion, by ingesting the bread and wine representing Christ's flesh and blood, we are spiritually united with Christ. And this is called being made whole through Jesus. In the receiving of Holy Communion, not only are we spiritually healed and renewed, but we can also be physically healed and renewed. Now, with all that being said, let me ask you this. Who were the first people to take communion? If you answered Jesus and his disciples, well, you're half right. Because you see, long before Father Abraham ever was, Christ was forever a high priest in the order of Melchizedek. So, according to the Bible, Abraham rescued his nephew Lot after defeating 4 Mesopotamian kings. And upon returning to the area of Salem, Melchizedek came out and greeted him. Melchizedek brought out bread and wine in order to bless Abraham after his victory. Jesus blesses his disciples through the blessing of the bread and wine during Holy Communion. During the time of Abraham, Melchizedek is the king of Salem. Salem is Jerusalem. Jerusalem is where Jesus will reign for the 1,000 years in the future. So, God promised Abraham that his descendants would bless all nations and that the Messiah would come from his line. And that's exactly who Melchizedek was, the pre-incarnate Christ, a Christophany. Abraham is a progenitor of Christ. So, through the taking and partaking of the bread and wine, Melchizedek, also known as Jesus Christ, makes Abraham the spiritual ancestor for all. The elements, which are the bread and wine, or the body and blood of Christ, given to Abraham by Melchizedek, who is Christ, foreshadowing the Eucharist and the grafting of Abraham and his seed to Jesus. So, I think this message speaks for itself as far as Holy Communion goes. So I'm going to leave you with this. Father Abraham had many sons, and many sons had Father Abraham. I am one of them, and so are you. So let's all praise the Lord.